Hello and welcome back to a short message for you. I'm sitting here talking with Spirit, and I had the Page of Shells and the Eight of Crystals come up, the frog and the buffalo. And basically what this is saying is the frog, the Page of Shells, is intuition and inspiration, and the buffalo, which is the Eight of Crystals, is dedication and progress. And basically what this is saying is, and what I was talking about with Spirit was with being with another person. Because when you're healing yourself and you want to be with someone, sometimes you can really want to heal yourself now by being with another person, and you feel like that other person can help heal you. And in reality, yes, it would be nice to be with somebody who can help heal us, who can hug us when we're down and we're having these feelings and emotions. But until that person gets here, we have to keep healing. Until our buffalo gets here, we have to sit. We have to sit in the swamp and we have to heal. And we have to keep making that forward movement in our healing so that when our buffalo comes in, so when our person does come in, we are healed enough to not only see that they're the right person, but we're going to see that they're not going to hurt us, and we're going to be able to trust them in a way where we couldn't trust the person that hurt us. And by doing that, when that person does get there to us, the healing we have done will be enough so that not only can this person come into our lives, but we will keep healing that wound that we had before. And now is the time when this person comes in and they hold us as we're healing. Because, wow. So that was a confirmation, because I know for a fact there was no reason for that to drop. 2, 3, 4 on the timer. So yeah, so either that or something wants me to distract you from telling you that you're going to be, if you keep on your trajectory of healing, when your person comes in, they're going to help heal you. But not help heal you because they're healing you, but they're going to help heal you because you already did that much healing. And you didn't have to do more. You just kept going with your healing. You just kept healing and healing and healing. And because you kept healing, you drew that other person in for you. Because remember, this is a person too that has had to heal. And you're not supposed to heal that person. And they're not supposed to heal you. You have to be that significant amount of healed in order for them to enter your life. And they're not going to heal you further. But what happens is that as you're healing yourself, they're there to validate your feelings and emotions. They're there to hug you and say, yeah, this sucked. You're not going to go in and gossip and go through the nitty-gritty, because that's not a relationship. Because you're done with that part. You've healed yourself enough where you don't have to have petty. You can just heal for you because you're the one that wants to heal. And no other reason. It's you that wants to heal. So you make these choices and these changes and these decisions because it's best for you. Okay? Because you don't want to be stuck back in a past pattern. You want to move forward into a good pattern, into a happy pattern, into a healthy pattern that is a healing pattern. You know, a healing pattern is, 5 years ago, a cup of milk drops on the floor and you're crying. At this point, 5 years later, through healing and therapy, the milk fell on the floor, the glass shattered, you're upset about it because now you've got to clean it up. But you know what? That was my fault. It was on the edge. I knew it when I placed it there, and you're taking responsibility for your actions. And because you do that in your healing and it draws in your other person, they're able the two of you actually are able to heal together as a unit. It doesn't mean you become codependent on each other. It just means you're independently healing as two separate people, which then helps to make your unit stronger, because once you're healed, once you're able to say, okay, that's over there and it's not going to affect me in a way where I can't function anymore, what you two then have grows and it becomes bigger and it becomes stronger. Strong like buffalo. Strong like the buffalo. Strong like the frog. Do you know how strong frogs are? Have you ever seen frogs leap across the street with one leg and make it? They do. They live. A little maimed, a little whatever, but they live. And yeah, that's your message. You know, it's got to be that certain amount of healed in order for someone to come in so you can continue healing sometime. But if you want it too quickly, then you stop yourself from healing because you're waiting for that person to heal you, and you can't wait for a person to heal you. It's kind of like they always say, well, you know, the children are our future. The children will fix stuff. The children are children. Why are you waiting? I'm 53 years old. From 1972, I was born. Why are you waiting for people my age to fix something that you should have already fixed? Why are we waiting for 5-year-olds to grow up to fix stuff that adults should fix right now? And that's the point of this. There are things that you have to fix right now, and you have to start on that road of fixing to draw in absolutely everything you want. Not just life, not just love, but life, jobs, everything. You have to mend and heal yourself on a lot of different levels in order to draw these things in so that you're healed enough to accept them so that you can continue on your healing journey, because nobody is ever 100% healed from something. Because where you may be healed at 35, at 45, it's going to hit you differently because you know a lot more information. And then at 53, it hits you differently because you know a lot more information. There's a lot more things to consider. That's why the older people get, the best thing they can do is take time to think about it, because you have so many different views, opinions, and timelines. Not timelines, but times in history to look at and glean from in order to give your answer. Does that make sense? Anyway, I think this is the end of the message, and I just saw a pink rose for whomever that means. And be good, behave, be happy, be yourself, always be kind, and remember that I love you.